live in Jackson, AA state tournament in Wyoming, and we'll take a quick pause for the national anthem. Join us, won't you?
I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. And let's play ball.
The American Legion credo, and it's a good one. The world could learn from it. This should be, well, on paper, not a terribly competitive matchup, but we don't want to sell these Stallions short. Rock Springs can be a pesky team. The Sheridan Troopers come into this one with an overall record of 40-20. By comparison, Rock Springs 9-40. The Troopers secured the first seed on the last day of the regular season with a win over the Cheyenne Sixers. So I know Sheridan has high hopes for the tournament. I know from reading the Sheridan Press, yes, I read everything, the Sheridan Press talked to the Troopers about overlooking Rock Springs and don't expect them to. Head coach Austin Cowan said he was excited to get the first seed. He thinks his team can go deep, but he is not overlooking the Rock Springs Stallions, and he did pull out the cliche, and he said, I know it's a cliche, but one game at a time, and our focus is 100% on the Rock Springs Stallions. Stallions come in as the 8th seed, the Sheridan Troopers, the top seed. Excited to see some of these Troopers. We don't see a bunch of them here in Jackson. We see a whole bunch of Rock Springs. The Troopers will be in the colored uniforms, I guess the home uniforms, in the blue trimmed in red with the gray pants. Stallions will play in their white trimmed in blue, and occasionally you may hear me refer to the Rock Springs Stallions as the Archie Hay Sand Puppies. It's an old habit. It's still my favorite name for any team. I'm not sure why they went away from that, but you can't beat the Sand Puppies. I mean, wow. And look, their success has waned since they changed their name. Maybe they need to learn something from that. We're just about ready to go. I'm trying to figure out who's who. We don't have a lineup sheet. All right. Thanks for rejoining us after some technical difficulty. Sheridan Trooper pitcher Greenough Groom cruised through the top half of the order for the Rock Springs Stallions. Got him 1, 2, 3. And he should be an indication that Sheridan is taking this game seriously. Greenough Groom, I would think, would have to be considered their number 2 guy behind Trevor Stowe. I mean, he's one of their better pitchers, so they're not messing around. They're going with one of their better pitchers trying to take care of Rock Springs and take care of business. Meanwhile, the Stallions head into the field, and we'll get those players to you out in the outfield. For Rock Springs, we don't have positions on anybody. Odd. For the Sheridan Troopers, it'll be Hutton, Hamrick, and Stowe. 1, 2, 3 to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. These two teams have met only once this season. A lopsided win for Sheridan, if my memory serves me. Hutton will lead off, the center fielder, left-hander against the right-hander.
Well, if you want to shock the world, if you're Rock Springs coming in as the 8th seed,
you could do it.
Here's where you got to start. You got to start on the mound, and you want to try to have a clean inning as possible, build some confidence. The underdog, when they hang around, that's when they become dangerous.
Definitely. I mean, there's nothing to lose when not many people think you'll win. It can be dangerous already being an underdog, as that pitch is in there for a strike at the letters. But, yes, the longer that underdog hangs around, the more poisonous they become, it seems. Good curveball there, and quickly 0-2 on Hutton, who had a fastball up he really couldn't do anything with. I think that curve froze him from ice. That pitch low in the dirt, and it'll go to the backstop. One-two to Hutton, the left-hander. Just underway, bottom half of the first. No score in this one between the top seed, bottom seed. Sheridan Troopers, and that's ball must have hit Hutton.
Yeah, it clipped him in his front foot on the way through. That's a tough break there.
Tough break, yeah. You're ahead of the leadoff guy, 1-2. Last thing you need is base runners. Post 7 in business here. Hutton on, he's speedy.
See if Sheridan forces the issue right away here. You get that first runner on. See if they can try to get him in scoring position within the first 2 pitches here.
Brings up the shortstop, Hamrick. Hutton has a pretty decent lead. Ice going to have to be careful and hold him close. Takes a peek over there. And to the belt. Pitch to Hamrick. He turns the bunt. That pitch is upstairs for a ball. He pulled it back in time. Third baseman Sanguinetti is charging on the play. Or Sagastumi, sorry.
Troopers taking nothing for granted, as they're trying to move that runner into scoring position, get a runner in scoring position for your 3 and 4 hitters.
Yeah, it's fundamental baseball. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Move the runner. Kind of baseball. Pitch from ice. Check swing. I think he went around. They'll petition it first. They say no. Hamrick held up. It's 2-0 now. And Ice in immediate danger. With Hutton on at first with a healthy lead and nobody out. Hamrick with a 2-0 swinging count here. Ice taking a long time, too long for Hamrick. He wants time, and it's granted. Rock Springs again in their whites. That might serve them on these hot summer days. Keep a little cooler. Sheridan in their blues trimmed in red. Pitch from Ice. Good curveball, but it just misses low. And you saw Ice just deflate his shoulders. He wanted that. He knew it was a good pitch. Now he's 3-0 to Hamrick. Do you turn him loose, Aaron?
I think second batter in, you red light.
He took one right down Broadway for a strike, 3-1. So far, Hutton's staying put at first. Valerio holding him on. Ice has taken long looks over there, and he spends some time at the belt peeking over his shoulder as well. 3-1 pitch to Hamrick. Swung on, hit well to short. One hopper, could be 2. That's to second for 1, back to first, not in time. Nice play by Peterson, the shortstop, to Rondinelli. He turned it quickly, but Hamrick got down the line in a hurry.
That's a good job making sure you get 1. When there's a ground ball with runners on base, you have to get 1 for sure. If you don't, then it becomes a bigger issue in the inning.
Yeah, so crucial in American Legion baseball. Make the outs that are there. Don't compound your problems. Don't make innings longer. That was at least 1, 2 in a perfect world, but Rock Springs gets the 1. So they trade Hamrick for Hutton. He's at first, and the batter is Stowe, Trevor Stowe. We talked about him being the ace of this staff as a pitcher. He hits that ball hard. That's right in the gap. That's going to be a base hit. In with it quickly is Garner to hold the runner. Hamrick at second. A single right between Sagastumi and Peterson. Nothing you could do. Just one of those seeing eye ground balls hit well.
First pitch swing, got a fastball, middle of the plate. Was able to hit it hard enough to get it through the infield. That's a good swing. Oh, you're not looking to just try to bloop one over. You're looking to swing hard, hit it hard, as he was able to do so as we get to time, as they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, cleanup hitter Greer. Cleanup's not what it used to be, maybe at the American Legion level, but anymore there's the idea that your best batter is one or two. I mean, get him the most at-bats you can. The cleanup guy is not necessarily your RBI producer. But Greer's up with 2 on, 1 out. You got to force it any bag. Ice will work from the stretch, and again, take another long look at Hamrick at second now. The pitch, Greer squares to bunt, lays down a beauty, and there's only one play. That's to first, and they won't even have that.
Wow.
That's just perfect bunt. And you got your cleanup guy bunting. That tells you the Troopers have come to play real baseball.
I was going to say it changes the thing, too. The 9 hitter is usually not your worst hitter anymore. It is someone that you expect that's able to get on for that top of the order. And, you know, you hold your best hitter at 2. That makes him the 3-hole hitter when the 9 guy leads off.
True enough. Bases juiced for Greenough Groom, the pitcher, chance to help himself. First pitch swinging, base hit to right. 1 run is in, rounding third, and coming home is Stowe. The throw not in time, and a 2-run single for the pitcher Greenough Groom. That's helping yourself, Aaron.
Absolutely. Help your own cause on the mound. First pitch swing, gets a pitch over the middle of the plate, and hits a ground ball in between the first baseman and the second baseman for 2 RBIs. 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Runners at the corners and an early 3-0 lead for the Troopers. Come in as the top seed of this tournament, again by virtue of a doubleheader split with Cheyenne. They lost the first game. They did it the hard way. They waited till the very final game of the season, and they beat the Cheyenne Sixers to earn that top spot in this week's tournament. As Ice sets at the belt, runners at the corners. Pitch, swing and a miss to Ormsmith.
To me, that says a lot about a team when your back's up against the wall and you come out fighting that way. It shows that they're going to be hard to eliminate in this tournament.
Big time resolve. You're right, Aaron. That goes a long way. I mean, you can win games 10-0 all season long, and what does it really build in you? Character is built with those close ones, those one-run games, those back-to-the-wall games. Ormsmith hits that well. Will it stay fair? I think so. With a beat on it is Garner, and he makes the catch in the corner of the outfield, easily tagging his Greer. That ball was hit a ton. Good job by Garner. He had to go a long way, all the way to the foul pole at the 330 mark. Made the catch, but Greer just waltzed home on the sac fly. 2 out now and 4 in for the Troopers.
That's an incredible player. This inning could get even uglier as he runs to the corner, makes that play about 2 feet off the foul line. As Hudson Gardner has been a very good player for Rock Springs for a long time. A little underrated due to where he plays, but he's a great baseball player.
Nice job. Wind blowing left to right. Might have held that up a little bit for him. That one hit the other way, and a beautiful stab by Sagastumi at third to close out the inning. So some damage done, but we'll keep it right there, and we'll head to the second after 1. Well, they still have 3 now. Okay, after 1 is Sheridan 3. Post 24 Stallions nothing. You're watching the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Y-Hi, we're with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The action, it's Jason Sagastumi, the third baseman, who made that nice stab, leading things off for the Stallions here in the top half of the second. Sheridan Troopers plated 3 in their first licks on 3 hits. Greenough Groom's going 1-1 now on Sagastumi. That ball fouled straight back and spilled my water. Darn it. Got my eye on you, Sagastumi. 1-2. Dylan Greenough Groom, I've seen him before. He's a good left-hander, normally all around the plate. Swing and a miss by Sagastumi and a fastball up. Probably a ball, but boy, it looks so good, that fastball, when it's up in your eyes.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to lay off of. And I think we learned something about you, Jake. You're that guy that goes to a hockey game and leaves his beer on the boards, aren't you, if you sit front row?
You notice it. So it's my own fault. You're right. Dylan Greenough Groom worked a 1-2-3 first. That ball hit right up the middle. Nice play by the second baseman. Stoll, throw to first. Not in time, but a beautiful tag. Oh, my. Ormsmith. That pitch, I thought, or that throw was not going to be in time, but it pulled Ormsmith off the bag. But he did what all first basemen are taught, reached around behind him and hoped he found a runner there, and he did.
It's a great swipe tag right there. Just the presence of mind. That's a good play up the middle. Don't expect the second baseman to be able to get there and make the play, but that ball took a weird hop.
Yeah.
As it kind of hung up there for him.
Yep. Trevor Stowe didn't give up on it. That looked base hit off the bat all the way, but Stowe made a nice job to close on it. First pitch from Greenough Groom is in for a called strike. 0-1 now on Beardsley. That pitch down and in, 1-1. 2 out quickly here in the top of the second. On paper, not expected to be much of a matchup, but I've seen the Stallions become very ornery about losing. Good curveball by Greenough Groom. That's in there. They can sometimes be pesky and hang around.
Yeah, they have absolutely rapidly improved throughout the year. I mean, the record isn't great, but they've gotten better, hoping to play their best now.
Yeah. Little half swing didn't mean to, as Beardsley was eaten up by a Greenough Groom fastball up and in. Still 1-2. Second game of 4 today, and we're all week long here in the AA American Legion Tournament in Jackson, Wyoming. Greenough Groom deals. Pitch hit sharply. That's a base hit all the way, as both Greer and Hamrick dive just for the ESPN highlights, but I don't think either had a chance of getting that ball. That was seeing eye ground ball base hit.
Old school there from Beardsley. As you can see, he stepped back into the box. He was choked all the way up to the top of the tape of his bat.
Yeah.
Was able to get around on that fastball and find a hole for the first runner of the game for the Stallions.
He's trying to make contact. Gunyon, the DH, will step in for his first plate appearance. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1.
A little different than the game 1 here today. If you joined us for game 1, no base runners for Laramie until 4 1/3 in.
Swing and a miss by Gunyon at a Greenough Groom fastball up in the zone. He's ahead 0-2. He's been ahead of most of the hitters so far in a short sample size. 0-2, 2 out. Pitch from Greenough Groom trying to punch it out. No, missed away. Beardsley not going anywhere at first. Greenough Groom first time from the stretch. Pitch, swing, and a miss. Gunyon, that was the heater, and that'll do it after 1.5. Sheridan 3, Post 24 Stallions nothing. You're enjoying a, oh, I lost my cheat sheet.
You listen to the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. We'll have more from the Union
At the
Broadcasting
Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
As Ice finishes his warm-ups, Sheridan Troopers getting their second turn at bat. They plated 3 in the top half of the first, courtesy of 3 hits. Troopers would like to make short work of Rock Springs and rest arms, rest people. I would imagine their starting pitcher, Dylan Greenow-Groom, is on that similar pitch count where the manager does not want him to go over 59 pitches so he can save him for later in the week.
Try to bring him back either Wednesday or Thursday as the tournament progresses.
First pitch from Ice is high and away for a ball. One and 0 on Garner, the catcher. 2 Garners out there today. That pitch misses in the dirt, low and away, and it's 2-0 quickly on.
Shermatics Ice here. You want to throw up zeros. It's going to be tough to score 3 against an ace, but you have to keep your team in the game right now. He's behind 3-0.
Yeah. Sorry, it's Waugh, the catcher, as Ice just does catch the outside corner for a strike. 3-1. Early in this one, bottom of the second, Troopers up 3-0. Ice on the outside edge again, 3-2, evens things up.
Those are the perfect fastballs when a batter's in a hitter's count.
Yeah.
There's not much damage you can do with that fastball.
No, you down and away, you can live a long life as a pitcher. Ground ball to second. Ron Donnelly up with it easily. Over to first to Valerio, and there's 1 out here and the 2 out here. I don't remember the first out, though.
No, they forgot to take the 1 out off the scoreboard.
All right. I thought I was dreaming. That'll bring up
number 6 for the Troopers, left fielder
Riley Green. The left fielder, number 9 hole. Ice pitch, just low, 1-0. Rock Springs
scoreboards. Defense
pretty straight away, average depth in the infield. Fairly shallow in the corners, left and right, deep at center with Beardsley as Ice misses high there, 2-0. A little wild for Ice, as I'd be kind of wild too pitching to the Troopers. This team has reached near legendary status along with the Cheyenne Sixers. These Troopers are legit. Gillette Riders and other teams had a real good year. 3-0 pitch from Ice, curveball, and look at the guts of that kid throwing a breaking ball in 3-0.
And if you can't find the fastball, might as well try to spin it.
Yeah, dropped it right in there. 3-1 now on Green. He fouls that one back, spoils it. 3-2. Good job by Ice to battle back.
That's it. Effectively wild through the first 2 batters in this inning.
Exactly.
Fell behind 3-0, was able to dot 2 fastballs, got the ground out. Now he's looking to complete the same thing here.
Yeah. Hitters get the feeling you can't really dig in and go after something because you're not sure where it's going, and you feel Ice isn't either. 3-2 pitch. That's low, and he will walk Green, who takes a peek over his shoulder as the ball gets away from the catcher Garner. He thought maybe I could take 2, but he'll settle for the walk. And we're back to the top of the order with Hutton, who drew a walk. Was hit by a pitch, actually, his last time up, hitting the foot. Ice was ahead of him 1-2, and that unraveled the inning for the Stallions. Ice looks in from the stretch, checks the runner, Green at first. The pitch, bunt attempt is fouled back to the screen.
Well, the Troopers are trying to get runners into scoring position as early and as often as they can, any way they can, and looks like they're gonna try to use the bunt throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing fundamental baseball. They're not expecting to 10-run this team. They're just playing Rock Springs like any other team. If we were playing the Cheyenne Sixers, we'd bunt here, says the Troopers, so they will. Doesn't matter the score or the opponent. That pitch is low for a ball. Running on the play is Green. Hutton wanted to call time because Ice hesitated so long at the belt, but he was too late to call it. Pitch in the dirt. I'm not sure if Green was running on the pitch or noticed that it was in the dirt and he had an opportunity. Now we got a runner at second with 1 out. The pitch to the left-hander Hutton from Ice. Squares to bunt. Pulls it back, and it's low for a ball.
It's good recognition on that prior pitch to get your hand back on the bat, just because oftentimes you'll see batters sometimes in the majors will step out of the box if they don't get the timeout. It's a great job standing there and battling.
Yep. 2-1, wind picking up just a little bit, blowing in, as it usually is. That will not help your power hitters. Pitch to Hutton as Ice takes a look at second. Hutton squares again to bunt, and that pitch is again low in the dirt. 3-1 now. Ice is laboring with his command in the early going.
Kind of seems like the creator of this ballpark, the architect, really likes pitchers because put it towards the wind, and then they also made it large, and then even in center field, it's
the Green Monster.
Yeah. The Green Monster's in left field at Fenway for a reason. Now you got to hit the ball about almost 400 feet probably to clear that fence.
Yeah.
You have to crush it.
Yeah, you got to be 405 to center and then clear that wall as Ice loses Hutton, and now runners at first and second. Not the worst thing is you set up a force now at any bag. The double play is back in order. But more importantly, though, Ice has kind of lost the plate a little bit. Brings up Hamrick, the shortstop. 0 for 1, scored a run in the first.
You do set up a forced area play, but you also bring up Cole Hamrick with runners on base.
Not a good recipe, huh? Not for Mr. Ice. We'll see if he can wiggle out of trouble here. 1 out, 2 on. Troopers trying to add to a 3-0 lead. Bottom of the second. Pitch from Ice, good one, but he doesn't get the call. Misses low. He's been down in the zone, which is not a bad idea. With a team that can really stroke it. He's just been too low. 1-0. Hamrick, long look at the third base coach, see if anything is on here.
You're going to miss. It's where you want to miss.
Pitch again in the dirt. 2-0.
Hamrick's got a 2-0 count, looking for a fastball or whatever pitch he wants to swing at. Most kids look fastball. He's looking for that pitch in the exact spot where he hits the ball the hardest. Whether that's right down the middle, belt high, or if he likes a belt high inside, he's looking for that one spot, 2-0, and he's looking to uncork on one.
Yep. As a hitter, you shrink the strike zone. You say it's got to be right here where I love it. Ice doesn't get the call there on a close one, and it's 3-0 now, and he's in the worst of all scenarios. Good hitter with 3-0 count. See if he's green lighted.
See if they force Ice to throw a strike here.
Stowawait's on deck, and Ice gets a call on the outside corner. It's 3-1 now. Green takes his lead at second, Hutton at first. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Pitch hit squirrel. That must have came off of.
I think it clipped Hamrick while he was in the box.
Yeah. Ended up being a slow roller up the third base line, and yeah, the umpire will check that ball for Nix and throw it out of play. So 3-1 now on Hamrick. Still 2 men on. Sheridan with that 3-0 lead. Full count, rather. That was the second strike. Umpires got it right. Scoreboard operators got to catch up. Payoff pitch. That ball hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That'll drop in there. Keep an eye on Green. He rounds third. He's coming home. Throw is to get Hutton at third, and they do. Nice job by the cutoff man recognizing where the play was. No chance to get Green coming home, but
that was actually a straight throw from Adrian Beardsley out in center field. He just threw him out. That's a great recognition of probably not getting the guy at home.
Okay.
Cut down that runner at third, and now it's a runner on first. 2 down in the inning. That's a much different situation than runners on the corner with 1 out.
Good gun by the center fielder Beardsley. You're right. No reason. Not going to get the guy at home. He went right to third. Beautiful throw. Brings up Trevor Stowe with Hamrick at first. 4-0 Trooper lead now as Ice, long time at the belt. Pitch swung on, fouled back.
Water down.
Water down.
You thought he would have learned his lesson after the first time.
I'm learning now. I'm not even putting it back up.
It's in a good spot behind the brick wall right now.
Yeah.
If you're Rock Springs, though, you want to hold it here. Try to get this next out before another run comes across. 4-0 seems a little more friendly to a comeback than 5.
Still 1 for 1 with a run scored in the first. Runner off and moving. Throw down to second, and they're not going to get Hamrick. Good throw by Garner. Just too big of a jump by Hamrick. Too much speed. That puts a runner in scoring position for Stowe, and little things like that make a big difference. Now a base hit here could make it 5-0, and just little stuff. Pitch from Ice, low. That's going to go all the way to the backstop, and Hamrick will take third, so he's making his way around the bags.
So that last wild pitch is something that you can keep in the back of your mind. As that ball hit the screen, came right back to the catcher. If you're trying to score on a pass ball from third base, you got to make sure that ball either catches the brick or doesn't bounce straight back.
Yep. Pitch from Ice, swing and a miss. And Stowe goes down swinging. Good job by Ice to get out of this one with just a little bit of hurt, as we'll move to the third inning. After 2 complete, it's Sheridan 4, Rock Springs nothing. It's the 2023 AA State Tournament brought to you by Buckle Up for Safety Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Back to top of the third for the Sheridan Troopers, changing right, and I'm not sure. Yeah, Greeno Groom is done for the day, so with the 4-0 lead, Sheridan Troopers feeling pretty good about things. They're going to save Greeno Groom for later this week. Meanwhile, it's Maestri, I believe, is the pitcher, although I thought he was going to right. No, that's Greeno Groom and right, so that is Maestri, the new pitcher for the Sheridan Troopers, and he'll work to Garner here. 1-0 count as we start the third. That pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. So Sheridan gets what they wanted. They started one of their better pitchers, respecting Rock Springs, but after 2, they feel this one might be in hand as Maestri grooves one in there for a 2-1 count now on Garner, and they'll work through some other arms in the bullpen. Let's see if it comes back to backfire on them, as the Stallions got a lot of time to work to get back into this one. That pitch on the outside edge, 2-2, and Garner, I think, thought it was a little wide. 2-2 count, just underway here. Top of the 3rd, swing and a miss on a pitch upstairs, and 1 up, 1 down for the Troopers.
It's a great way for the Troopers to start the 3rd inning. This is the Uinta Iron Vision 3rd inning, where our vision is to improve yours.
And hopefully, Uinta's vision can improve our home plate umpire, who this is the guy who I said he always hears me say where his pitches are. He's got a good sense of humor, thankfully, and he's the ump. That pitch hit the other way, could be trouble, might fall in front of, and it does, in front of Green. That was just sort of a protection swing by Pecular, just trying to get a bat on it, and did hit it the other way. It dunked right in there. With that wind blowing in, balls hit up in the air are going to die quickly or hang up, depending, and that had a lot of weird English on it and dropped right in front of Green.
The Troopers just moved their entire outfield in about 5 steps, and good thing the ump does have a sense of humor. I've never seen a play-by-play broadcaster get tossed before.
No, this guy.
Could be history.
We'll hook him up with some Uinta Vision something.
Give it.
Throw over to first. Pecular's back safely.
Yeah, give an ump some glasses. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Yeah, usually doesn't end well for the broadcaster. This guy's a fun guy. Peterson at bat. Rock Springs try to make some noise here in the top half of the 3rd. They trail 4-0 to the top-seeded Sheridan Troopers. Pitching change. Maestri working now for Sheridan after Greenough Groom looked untouchable for 2. Maestri checks Pecular at first, and the pitch is just off the outside edge for a ball.
Yeah, 3 pitches so far in this inning, right around that outside corner that haven't been called. They're trying to stretch the limits of that outside corner.
Yeah, I wish I knew the umpires' names. The other ump will give you a lot off that plate.
The ump from the first game.
Yes, the ump from the first game. As that pitch misses 2-0 now.
Yeah, we talked about it in the first game. Umps are humans, all different strike zones.
Yeah, and sometimes pitch fouled off, 2-1 now on Peterson. Sometimes the umps will tell you that. When the managers exchange lineup sheets, they'll say, I have a wide strike zone or a high strike zone or I'm big strike zone. Tell your kids to swing. They sometimes share that info, but a lot of times it's something pitchers and hitters have to learn as the game progresses. Throw over to Pecular. He's going nowhere. He doesn't really have a terribly big lead, but Maestri's concerned with him. 2-1 pitch to Peterson. Check swing, but that's in there for a strike. 2-2 now. 1 out, top of the 3rd. Stallions trying to scratch back into this. Down 4-0, surrendered 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Not the worst start if you're Rock Springs. You're still in this. This ball hit to right, but the second baseman cruising over. Stowe will handle it. Trevor Stowe looks like an athlete. We know he's a pitcher. He's looked good at second, hasn't he, Aaron?
He does. I mean, maybe a little wind helped there as that ball off the bat looked like it was destined for shallow right field. But, I mean, the wind blowing in, you're going to have to, especially going to right field, you're going to have to rip that ball as the wind looks like it's blowing from right to left in the outfield.
Pecular still stuck at first as Maestri looks in on Garner. That ball hit well up the middle, but right at the shortstop. Bobble, but Hamrick hangs in there and flips the short way to second for the 4th. So that'll do it. Rock Springs strands 1, can't score, and it's after 2.5. It's 4-0 Sheridan. You're enjoying AA state tournament baseball. Where's the rest of my note? Oh, and it's brought to you by Buckle Up for Safety Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Back to the action here as we move to the bottom half of the third. Troopers will get their third licks this afternoon. They've scored in each of the first 2 innings, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 runs on 4 hits. Stallions 2 hits, but still scoreless. Ice still on the mound for Rock Springs. Keep an eye on substitutions, which tend to happen when you're playing a week-long tournament. You want to keep everybody fresh. Looks like we still got the same lineup out there for Rock Springs. Greer will lead things off. For the Troopers.
Batting for the Troopers, number 22, Michael Greer.
Michael Greer 1 for 1, scored a run back in the first. Ice starts his third inning. He's kept out of terrible trouble as jumping on that and sending one into left for a base hit is Greer. First pitch, liked what he saw and dunked one right in front of Garner for a base hit.
Welcome to the inning. First pitch swinging, not waiting around as he gets a fastball that was pretty center cut and he drills it into left field.
Brings up the left-hander, Dylan Greenow Groom. He started the game on the mound, one of their better pitchers. He's since moved to right field after 2 innings of work with that open stance from the left side. Ice checks the runner going. Greenow Groom bunts, a good one, and fielded by the third baseman, throw to first, not in time, and I don't know if that ever had a chance. Gets away from the first baseman, Valerio, and that'll allow both runners to move up, now second and third. If he had it to do over, Sagastumi might want to have let that roll. I think it was going to go foul.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. If he lets that roll, I mean, that's going to be a tough play trying to throw that runner out. That's about the best option, and if it lives on the line, then you'll live with that. And then, but you try to force a play there, and you make an extra mistake and compound them. Second and third, no outs.
True enough, and I think Sagastumi knew it. He tapped his chest, saying, "My bad," to his mates.
I also think that bunt got him on a little quicker than he thought it was going to.
Yeah, had some pace to it, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Brings up Ornsmith, the first baseman. Pitch from Ice is away for the second ball. He's been in the dirt a bunch, Ice says. He's struggled with his command.
We'd like to remind you that we are in the bottom of the Uinta Iron Vision third inning, where our vision is to improve yours.
Runners at second and third, nobody out. Check swing Ormsmith, and they'll say he went around, I believe. 2-1 now on Ormsmith. Troopers have trying to keep their streak going. They've scored in every inning so far, now here in the bottom of the third. Timeout as Ice wants to go through the signs again with his battery mate Garner. He's got what he wants, working from the full windup. Pitch right on the outside corner. Good curveball, didn't get it. Looked a little low. 3-1 now.
It's a good adjustment there after swinging on a pitch pretty similar to that. Ormsmith was able to lay off that one. 3-1.
Learned from that bad check swing. 3-1 pitch. That ball hit well to center, but it's going to hang up there for Beardsley. He's got a bead on it, makes the catch. And that arm we've seen before. Boy, did he launch one home. Not in time, but it was fun to just watch it.
That was a much closer play than what I thought it was going to be.
It should not have been close. Oh, I think Beardsley could have put that ball in our broadcast booth, in our Union Wireless broadcast booth. He really threw it a long way from center, all the way on the fly, by the way. No bounce to Garner, the catcher, who no chance to get Greer, but it was fun to watch. Beardsley, what an arm. That brings up Maestri, who came in the game to pitch. Ice on the outside corner for a strike.
5-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. It's a great team at bat there. Sacrifice fly gets the job done. Here's looking for another one.
Swing and a miss out in front of it is Maestri. 0-2 now as Ice ahead on the count. Greenough Groom, meanwhile, moved up to third on that sac fly as he tagged up. He's 90 feet away from the 6th Sheridan run. That pitch low by Ice. Good job to block it by Garner to keep Greenough Groom where he is. 5-zip Troopers in the second game today. A matchup of the top seed Sheridan Troopers and the Rock Springs at the 8th seed. Another really good block by Garner, who has spent a lot of time in the dirt with Ice pitching. Sometimes the catchers go out and have a talk with you when you're wild in the dirt.
Yeah, I'd just say, hey, man, stop that.
Yeah.
But if you haven't watched Hudson Garner behind the plate, he is very, very good.
He is good. 2-2 pitch coming up. Maestri takes it, just misses away. He's got a good eye. That was close. Full count now. Runner at third. Still only one out here in the bottom of the third. Sheridan has indeed added another run. Ice swing and a miss. Good pitch to get Maestri. And that'll be the second out of the inning with Dylan Greenough Groom still stuck at third.
That's a big out. Getting that out without allowing a run is huge. It allows you to get out of the inning with only giving up one, which would feel like a victory when you were sitting second and third with nobody out.
Here's Wall, the catcher. Chance to drive in a insurance run as Ice misses outside 1-0. Yeah, Ice is going to work his way into a pitch count situation. He's thrown a lot of pitches already. This one looked in there, but it wasn't caught cleanly by Garner, and I think
it hopped on him.
Oh, was it that low? Boy, it looked good to me. 2-0. That pitch, check swing. They'll appeal to first. Did not go. 3-0 now on Waugh.
Now, kids, you want to be a catcher. You're going to take fastballs off the chest, curveballs off the chest. It's all part of the job, but it's a job that everyone loves.
Looked like a breaking ball there on a 3-0 pitch, and it misses low for the walk. Yeah, you're the dirtiest guy coming home, and I'll back you up if Mom wants to know why you're always the dirtiest guy. You're squatting in the dirt. Runners at the corners now, and Garner goes through the signals of what they want to do if Waugh is off and running. We'll see if the Troopers with a 5-0 lead want to push that button. Far from over here in the third. And that brings up Riley Green. I think it's Riley. Ice takes a long time at the belt. Check swing. Ground ball to first. He'll take it himself. That's Valerio for the third out. So Sheridan adds one more to that lead. They're now up 5-0 as we move to the fourth. AA State Tournament Baseball. And it's all brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming here on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Head to the top of the fourth here in Jackson between Sheridan and Rock Springs. Line score after 3. Rock Springs no runs on 2 hits and 1 error for Sheridan. 5 runs, 6 hits. They have not committed an error. Just underway. First pitch is low and away for a ball to Andrew Rondinelli of the Archie Hay Sand Puppies, Rock Springs Stallions. He's got that open stance, that right-hander, as that pitch misses low for 2-0. Maestri, his second inning of work in relief of Greenough Groom, who they'll save for later. That pitch is in there, 2-1.
Curious to see how Sheridan pitches this the rest of the way. Are they just using this for, like, maybe an open practice on the mound?
Yeah, I think as Maestri falls on his follow-through. That messed that pitch up 3-1. I think it's going to be like a 2-inning per guy rest of the way out, if I had to guess. But, yeah, just keep everybody loose, get everybody a shot of the action. Ground ball to second should be easy play for Trevor Stowe. Up with it, and it is. As he throws over to Ormsmith. 1 up, 1 down here for the Stallions.
It's almost a simulated game in game, which makes it unsimulated.
Aaron, you're blowing my mind.
Deception.
Cloudy skies, but still holding up. It's a beautiful day. Come on down and join us if you're within our broadcast area. We're in Jackson, Wyoming. First pitch is high to Sagastumi, the third baseman. Maestri rocks and deals the 1-0 right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Sagastumi made that nice stab of a line drive. Then he played that bunt when he kind of didn't want to. That's a fastball up and in, 2-1. He's had an action-filled day already at third, only halfway through. Maestri deals, and again, he sort of falls off the mound on his follow-through. 2-2, he gets the call.
That wind really picking up.
Yeah. And that pitch high from Maestri now. Full count on Sagastumi.
Looks like Maestri has a little bit of a tendency to get underneath the ball.
Yes.
Makes it a lot harder to finish.
Really good observation, Aaron. He does. That's a chopper to Stowe, and he's just been a Hoover vacuum cleaner over there, and no problem. Gets a nice hop. Good point, Aaron. That's something a lot of baseball people don't know, that terminology, but to get on top of the ball as a pitcher, what does that mean? And to be underneath the ball as a pitcher, what does that mean? But, yeah, you're exactly right. That's what I see. 2 up, 2 down for Rock Springs. Trying to get something going here against Sheridan. I mean, not too many people were giving him much of a chance, but only 5-0 here as we're in the fourth. Valerio, the first baseman, up. Swing and a miss as Maestri's right down the middle with a fastball. 1-1 now on Valerio. Made that really nice no-look sweep tag, swing and a miss at a fastball from Maestri. 1-2. Maestri working quickly. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Rock Springs. After 3.5, still Sheridan 5. Rock Springs, nothing. You're enjoying AA State Tournament Baseball, brought to you by our friends Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Move to the bottom of the fourth. Sheridan's managed at least a run in every inning. 5-0. Maddox Ice is sort of kind of been the sacrificial guy for Rock Springs. Boy, you hate when they draw. I guess you want to be, the starting pitcher to state tournament, but to know you're facing the top seed Sheridan Troopers, you're in for a long day, you got to figure, and Maddox has been. But he caused some of that problem himself by not being around the plate. Bunt on the first pitch. That's a good one, and Garner's going to eat it, and a wise decision. No chance to get the runner. And
the Sheridan team is exceptional at bunting. That's one out 3 bunt base hits so far, and then also a sacrifice as well.
I've seen one. I'm trying to think of one other team I've seen that plays the game that way, bunts a bunch, and they're really good at it. And I can't think of who that is, but you're right. Boy, playing the game the right way, bunting at the right times, but the bunts have been perfect. What are you going to do if you're Garner on that one? So Hutton bunts his way on. There's another bunt by Hamrick and another beauty. Take a good throw, and they won't get him. As Ice, the pitcher, came off the mound, made the play, but just not fast enough to get Hamrick. And Hutton and Hamrick on, 2 speediest guys for the Troopers. Here comes another big inning.
I truly believe that there are teams this year that have not had as many successful bunts as what Sheridan has had in these, 3+ innings as we're hitting the bottom of the fourth?
Gotta be. They've impressed me. They're just like, you couldn't roll it out there any accurately. This is something you got to practice. Trevor Stowe up now, swung on, chopped to third, charging hard is Sagastumi, and he's got no play either. He's just going to eat it. As Stowe was getting down the line, I thought he might have had a shot, but that was a Baltimore chop, and it took so much time. Sagastumi charged it, got on it quickly, but didn't feel he could get Stowe. Was worried about bad things happening on the throw, and now bases jacked and a meeting on the mound.
Rocky Rodinelli, the manager of the Post 24 Stallions, Rock Springs Stallions, as he walks out to the mound. 3 straight infield singles as a pitcher, man, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, you expect if you're in trouble that the Sheridan would knock it around a little bit on you, but to have 2 bunts and a chopper, yeah, you got to be thinking, darn, I feel like I'm doing my job. Why do I have bases loaded, nobody out? They'll leave Maddox there. Maddox Ice still in as Rocky tries to settle him down. One of the nicest coaches you'll see in American Legion ball. Rocky Rondinelli, been doing it a long time.
Oh, you want to find out what Rocky Rondinelli is about? Evanston and Rock Springs played a little. It was a fun game. They kind of just, let's put it this way. Nick Small, the manager of Evanston Outlaws, his 7-year-old son, got 3 at-bats. But Rocky did an interview with us. He was real candid about just how he is as a person. It was real awesome to see.
Yeah, he's a genuine guy. First pitch to Greer, who's up with a scenario you dream about, right? Bases loaded, nobody out. Ice misses away. The 1-0 pitch from Maddox. That's outside as well, 2-0. Ice has nowhere to put Greer here. Runners at every bag. Hutton takes the lead from third. Hamrick, good speed at second. Trevor Stowe, not exactly slow, is at first. Anything out of the infield is going to send a lot of guys running to a lot of places. 2-0 pitch from Ice. Curveball, good one. And that buckled Greer. He was not looking for a 2-0 curve, and he kind of froze. Full windup for Maddox Ice. That pitch fouled off and out of play. Back towards the concession stand. 2-2 count now, evened up.
That's the effectiveness of pitching backwards right there for Maddox Ice. He fell behind 2-0 with fastballs, but in a couple of hitters' counts, he drops a curveball into the zone both times. Now he's back in the count.
Count even. Ice has really battled out there for Rock Springs. He'll have to be removed from the game for a pitch count, I would imagine, at some point, but He is giving it all he's got. 2-2 pitch. Swung out off the hands. Foul, and it's going to stay foul. Good pitch from Ice as he put it inside on Greer, who, if he didn't hit that ball off the handle, it would have hit him in the hand.
It's a good thing it's not a wood bat tournament. That thing might be in 2 pieces right now.
Yeah. Sawed him off. Bottom of the 4th, Sheridan with a 5-0 lead, trying to add to it and keep their streak going of scoring in every inning. 3 in the 1st, 1 each in the 2nd and 3rd. Waiting for runs here in the 4th, maybe, as Maddox Ice misses high and runs at full now.
To comment on your pitch count comment, the next pitch that Maddox Ice throws will be his 70th pitch.
That's a bunch for this early. Payoff pitch to Greer, check swing, and it misses outside. He walks in, run number 6, and a tough way to give one up for Maddox Ice. Nothing really tagged hard this inning, and yet they got a run, nobody out, and the base is still loaded.
I'd say even the foul balls haven't been hit all that hard, considering he saw it off. Greer.
Dylan Greenhow-Groom, first pitch swinging, popped up, out of play, but playable for Valerio, who makes the catch at first baseman, and a nice out there. Maddox Ice will take it. As Greenhow-Groom trying to jump on that first pitch, but got under it. And the Sheridan will need another hero if they're going to clear the bases here.
A couple different thoughts, or schools of thoughts on after a pitcher walks in a run. A lot of teams will try to ambush. Some will try to be patient as they try to ambush Maddox Ice right there.
Yeah. Ormsmith up now. That pitch high. You're right. A lot of times the coaches will say, make him throw a strike, and they'll take the bat out of your hands. But if the batter has a chance, ambush is a good way to go. That misses high. No, that's in there. And, again, that's that curve that Ice is not afraid to throw behind the count. 1-1 now on Ormsmith.
You got to imagine that the pitcher's going to groove you one after he walks in a run, so I love the first pitch swing there.
Ormsmith hits that hard right past the third baseman, Sagastumi, who was playing in case of the ever-present Sheridan bunt. But that's a base-clearing line drive single, at least 2 in. Greer, Stowe and Hamrick both scored. Greer will hold up at second. And a 2-run single for Ormsmith, and it's now 8-0 Sheridan.
Keep in mind those 2 runs on base, they are big runs for this Sheridan team, as like you've mentioned a couple times throughout the broadcast, Jake, they want to end this one as early as possible, try to save some arms, as this is a week-long tournament. If you can pick up a 5-run or a 5-inning win in that first game, that's huge for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, Maddox Ice misses high, throw down to second just in case. And just to remind our viewers, in American Legion Baseball, 10-run rule in effect after 5, so you could shorten this game if you have a 10-run lead and get past the 5th, and that's maybe what Sheridan's thinking about. As Maestri is up, and that pitch inside, Garner scrambles to keep it in front of him and does. 2-0.
Hudson Garner's been great behind the plate. He's blocked a lot of them. If he blocks too many more, he might need some ice.
Oh,
that's terrible. I'm going home.
Greer at second, Ormsmith at first. Aaron is home, on his way home.
Baseballs and puns apparently send me to the car.
Pitch to Maestri is outside. Garner again threatens to throw down there. Greer must be really getting in Garner's head as he wants to launch one down. Trouble is nobody's covering. Rondinelli gets a little closer now. 3-0 pitch, meanwhile, coming up, and that's outside and in the dirt, and that might be all for Ice. He's really having some trouble here. I know Coach Rondinelli would love to just get him out of this inning, start fresh with a guy in the 5th, but Maddox is not showing me he's going to be able to get out of this inning. First pitch outside. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Sheridan's already added to now an 8-0 lead with Waugh the batter. 1-0 pitch on the outside edge, 1-1, called strike.
See if he goes back to that curveball, try to double up here, as it seems to be his most effective pitch in finding the zone.
1-1 pitch. That's there for a strike.
Does just that.
Yeah, Just as you said it, drop the curve in for a strike. 1-2 now on Waugh. Working quickly as I swing and a miss. Got him, tied him up with a good pitch, Harden in, and now 2 out.
Who's not going to get out of the inning, Jake?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I say that for the pitcher's benefit.
I was going to say it's the good old announcer's jinx at play.
I say, Maddox, you're out of gas, and all he does is strike out the next 2 guys. So 2 out now, still runners at every base. Sheridan up 8-0, and again, that 10-run thing, yeah, that's important.
Standing on second base.
Yes, pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. It's Green, the batter now, bottom of the order. He's 0 for 1, scored a run, walked as well. That pitch just outside, 1-1.
You do love to see Maddox Ice just battling for his teammates. It hasn't been his day, but he's out there taking on the chin, battling hard
up
for
against,
his guys.
Yeah, you're facing the top team, not your day, and there's no quitting in him. He's had a tough afternoon as that pitch misses away. 2-1 now. Gutsy effort from Maddox Ice. Seen it all season long from him. We've seen a lot of Rock Springs here in Jackson. That pitch, curve, tried to drop it in and did. 2-2. Yeah, that's been his go-to. And guys like Green just give up on it. They think, oh, that's going to be high, and he drops it right in there. That 12-6 curveball. 2-2 pitch coming from Ice. Swung on, tap, foul off a piece of the catcher work himself. Still 2-2.
It's a good swing there from Green as he's able to stay with that curveball.
Yeah.
Foul it off, try to get a better pitch to hit on the next one.
And we'll see what it does. Yeah, on this one. You get one you can't really handle, but you just get a piece. Now maybe you barrel one up here. No, got caught looking. Curveball got him looking. So that'll do it. Sheridan adds a few to make it 8-0 as we move to the 5th. You're enjoying AA State Tournament American Legion Baseball, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Moving to the top half of the 5th, and Rock Springs facing an 8-0 deficit. Well, they knew they'd have a hard road to hoe today, facing the top seed. They've acquitted themselves pretty well. Dylan Greenow-Groom started the game for the Sheridan Troopers, went 2 innings, surrendering just 1 hit, struck out 5. Looks so good. He was saved for later in the week, and Maestri has worked too. There's a tapper right back to Maestri, throws to first, and 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. That's how you do it.
As Adrian Beardsley, the center fielder.
Who?
I just grounded out,
Bounced
sorry.
out? Okay.
Has an assist to his name, threw a runner out at third.
Where does he get that arm? I'm watching him, and boy.
It's a real wiry kid.
Rocket, yeah. Maestri deals here. First pitch swinging, ground ball to Hamrick, up with it cleanly. Throw over to first is right on the money. And there's 2 up, 2 down on 2 pitches. That's how you save the arm.
At least see Gardner here. At least take a pitch.
You have to. That's the unwritten rule in baseball.
Maddox Ice labored through that inning, and he's trying to catch his breath a little bit. Give him a little opportunity to do so.
It is one of those unwritten rules. You don't swing after first 2 pitch swings. That's right down the middle. Maestri knows the rule too.
And so he gets a round of applause from his manager, Rocky Rondinelli.
Yeah. That pitch to Garner is in there for a strike, 0-2.
Unfortunately, though, that rule can put you behind 0-2 real quickly.
True. Swung on. That's off the mask of the umpire. And here's another unwritten rule you see in baseball is the catcher, Waugh, goes out to talk to his pitcher. There's no need for a conference on the mound. This is simply to give the umpire time to clear his head. And I just love that little baseball stuff, Aaron.
Absolutely. It's what makes the game great. There's about 100 different little things that go into the game every single day that make you think, wow, it's a good thought.
And Waugh's going to spend enough time out there to make sure the umpire can walk a straight line to go get him, and he does. Everybody's okay. There's a hard foul ball right off the mask. Waugh says, I know, it's happened to me plenty of times. Garner steps back in. 0-2 count. It'll be just the 5th pitch coming up this inning for Maestri, who's had an easy go of it. See what he does here. High for a ball, 1-2.
It's a good take there from Garner. That fastball. Seen it quite a few times in the first 2 games. Players will swing through that up fastball.
Looks so juicy, but he did lay off. That second pitch misses away. 2-2 now. Good patient at bat by Garner. Maestri, 2-2 pitch, and that's a called strike on the outside corner to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Rock Springs. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Still 8-0 Sheridan over the Rock Springs Stallions. You're enjoying AA State Tournament American Legion Baseball, and it's brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming here at mylocalradio.com.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
So Sheridan is things going by the book for the Sheridan Troopers. They insisted they were not overlooking the bottom seed, 8 seed Rock Springs Stallions, and indeed doesn't appear that they have. They have an 8-0 lead. Seems fairly secure as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Sheridan maybe trying to add to it a little bit, but they've been cruising. They look really good. I think a lot of us at the ballpark, a lot of us in the know are looking ahead in the week as first pitch swinging following one out of play over the dugout of Rock Springs. I'm already getting ahead of myself and looking for a Sheridan-Cheyenne showdown. Boy, I think those two teams could just play each other 10 times and it would go 5-5.
Yeah, there's a couple of matchups that it seem just incredible later in the week that are mouth-watering. But we have to get there first. Upsets do happen as Rock Springs will look to mount one.
And Maddox Ice has become the unsung story. Ground ball to short. Peterson can't come up with it. Muff that he had maybe too much time to think about it. That does not do Maddox Ice any favors. In fact, Ice turns his palms upward at Peterson saying, man, I am having a day out here. Can you help a guy? Can you help a fella? Peterson error is going to put the runner on, and Ice has had traffic on the bases every inning.
10-run limit rule steps to the plate.
Talk about a gutsy performance. This is Hamrick with Hutton on at first. That pitch down to the dirt, and they're not going to get Hutton even with a good throw. Good job by Garner to do the most that he could with that. The pitch picked it out of the dirt, then made a throw down to get the speediest guy on Sheridan, Hutton, but the throw just missed, just late. So Hutton now down at second. Hamrick probably swinging away. It didn't look like he was bunting on that last pitch anyway. 1-0 as Ice checks the runner and deals. That pitch misses away, 2-0.
All right, Jake, so Hamrick goes deep here. 10-run limit, game's over. Is that a walk-off?
Oh, no, I can't count that a walk-off.
Call it a de facto walk-off.
Yeah, let's call it something, but it's not a legit walk. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 2-1.
Asterisk walk-off sounds kind of mean, though. That's why we go with de facto.
Yeah. Asterisks could imply you're on something. Steroid-hated walk-off, or, you don't like that. Hutton takes his lead at second. Hamrick with a 2-1 count. Maddox Ice, whose pitch count is up near 1,000, I think, at this point. And bunting, after I said I doubt he would be, is Hamrick. Still trying to play baseball. Mover, runner over to third. I get it. The bunt was foul, by the way. It's 2-2 count now on Hamrick.
And at home, if you're wondering why they're bunting up 8-0, it is exactly, it's the 10-run rule, trying to get that runner on, runner over, get closer to it, see if they can save themselves a couple innings worth of pitching, as you have, if you want to win the championship, you could have potentially 6 games this week.
Yep, run's still important. As Ice on the inside corner called strike 3. Hamrick shaking his head, thought it was too far inside, but nothing he could do with that. That's a perfect pitch from Maddox Ice, who gets I don't know what award you can give to a guy who's has to take all the punishment for you. He has been
a coveted pat on the back.
Yeah.
I would say that Maddox Ice froze him with that curveball, as it was very good. Started inside, broke over the inside part of the plate for out number 1.
Hutton still at second. Trevor Stowe up now. That's not Stowe, though, is it? Pitch misses outside for some reason. That doesn't look like it. Yeah, it is. Sorry. 1-0. Hutton, ton of speed at second. Just about anything out of the infield is going to get him home, unless, of course, they hit it to Beardsley, who can't wait to show off that arm, wind-aided at this point.
I was going to say, he's throwing with the wind. He's playing pretty deep out in center field with that wind. I'd like to see him come in a couple of steps. So if they can burn you with this wind, they're going to earn it.
Yeah. Ice, again, a long look at second. Now comes to Stowe. That ball hit well to left. Garner on his horse, back to the track, and that's going to fall at the wall. Around third, coming home, not drawing a throw is Hutton. And meanwhile, in with a stand-up double is Stowe. He hit that ball a bunch. If the wind's not blowing in, what do you think, Aaron?
All right, that ball is probably about, I'd say it's going through the field goal, uprights out in left field, and that's probably a home run.
Yeah. Might land in Wilson, Wyoming.
He crushed that ball.
You get a line. It was in the air a long time as well.
It doesn't look like it, but that wind is really, really hurting the hitters right now.
Yeah, it held it up for Garner, but he still got all kinds of turned around. It was in the air so long, and that'll work. It brings up Greer. First pitch swinging, popped up. Play for the catcher, Garner, but he makes a catch right at the screen. Nice play by Garner. I thought he was going to just give up on that, but he didn't.
It's a tough play with all that wind blowing as a catcher. It's not easy to catch pop-ups as a catcher as is.
Right.
And that wind swirling that ball around.
You got spin on the ball like you can't believe on those foul balls to catchers, and then the wind, and then the screen right there. He blocked it all out, made a nice catch. Good play by Garner. Maddox Ice working now. Misses low. Runner going as it gets away from Garner. Now he throws it past Sangastumi into left field, and that'll allow Stowe to come in.
And that'll.
With, I think, run number 10, although the scoreboard not showing such. That should be game.
It should be, yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, so that'll do it. That is that walk-off 10-run rule in effect after 5. This one a final. Sheridan Troopers 10 and the Rock Springs Stallions nothing. We're going to come back to wrap it up.
We are. So we're going to have to go through a couple commercial breaks. Stay with us, and then we'll be back with the post-game show after this. But you are watching 2023 AA State Tournament Baseball, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the post-game show after this.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uinta County Conservation District is here to serve Uinta County residents. Visit our website today, uintacountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of the 2023 AA State Tournament, brought to you by Buckle Up for Life Wyoming on mylocalradio.com as the Troopers take care of the Stallions 10-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. as they do it in 5 as a little bit of a de facto walk-off for the Troopers as they head to the next game. They will play. They are still actually awaiting, I do believe. No, they will play Casper tomorrow, as the 2 games next will determine who plays in the winner side and loser side of that side of the bracket. But for the Stallions, they'll go on to play Laramie, as it'll be Laramie in Rock Springs, Casper in Sheridan in 2 of the games tomorrow that we have figured out. As it's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, as we open up Game Changer to recap this game for you. As I don't think there was an inning that the Troopers did not score, as I pull up the stats, and that is true, as they score 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth to make the score 11-5. They collect 11 hits to Rock Springs 2, as it was a very, very, very lopsided victory for the Troopers. I mean, the Stallions, they put up a fight. They didn't go away. They battled to the end, and that's what you expect out of Rock Springs, as they're going to battle until they are done playing baseball, which is what you love about Rocky Rondanella's team. But the Sheridan Troopers, they will move on the winner side of the bracket as they win 2-0, as it's time for your McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. And it's hard to just pick out one because there was a lot of precision plays for these Sheridan Troopers, and the most precise things that they did were the bunts. They were very, very good bunting today, and if they're able to bunt like that the rest of the tournament, I know some people at home are rolling their eyes, as you know, they looked at analytics and they want to eliminate the bunt, but it can be a very effective tool, especially when you have speed on your team the way the Sheridan Troopers do. As that is our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. It is time for our Pepsi Player of the Game. That is what I like, as we fix the graphic here. As it should say Pepsi Player of the Game. And it does. There it is. Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. That is what I like. And for that, you know, it's hard. There's a couple players. Trevor Stowe had 3 hits, but Ormsmith, he had 4 RBIs, so I think we're going to have to give it to him for driving in 4 runs in a contest. And that'll do it for us here in this game, as we are going to cut the stream. The next game will go on at the regular scheduled time, as it will not be started till 4 p.m. So we have an hour and a half until the next matchup. But please, when that matchup rolls around, please join us on mylocalradio.com, as we are going to close this one out. Once again, thank you for joining us.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.